Hey Freddy, how'd the jump scare go? Oh my god! Oh man! I'm getting the cheesy pizza out of here! Who the bloody hell are you? You know what? Doesn't matter. We gotta get out of here before that monster shows up. Our Hannah wants family. Family wants nobody gets left behind.
Or forgotten.
Hey Rangers, welcome to Super Important Views. My name's Steve.
My name is Arnes.
Today we're going over the Funko's Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie. This is the second out of the 6 Five Nights at Freddy's figures we're going to be doing. If you guys haven't seen Five Nights at Freddy's, you guys probably don't pay attention to much on YouTube, but it's a horror video game. And it's indie, you could download it on Steam. Overall, it's pretty cool. It has a bunch of jump scares where you're trying to survive the night against these animatronics. And Bonnie is my personal favorite out of the set, so really happy to be getting this. I don't know, I just like me some rabbits. It's purple. What can go wrong? It's got a guitar, man. What more do you need?
That is true.
So if you guys haven't seen the other videos, we'll have annotations at the end or some links in the description below. So without further ado, for the packaging, same as what we have with Freddy here, we have the Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on the top here. It says Five Nights at Freddy's on the top. Collect all 5 to be able to build Springtrap. Bonnie on the front of the packaging. Back of the packaging just shows you everybody that you can collect inside of the line. And some Lego Mumbo Jumbo at the bottom. So let's get this guy opened up out of his plastic prison. Alright, so now that Bonnie opened up out of his plastic prison, first we'll go over his one accessory, which we're not going to be going over Springtrap's parts because we're going to be doing that in a video on Saturday. So, we have his guitar. For the details on his electric guitar are actually pretty nice overall, where you have this metallic silver here for the strings, for the top section here is for the knobs that tighten the strings, gloss black for the neck here, and then some gloss red here for the bass, with more white here for the guard underneath the strings. Overall, not too bad, works pretty well. And then, when you want to get it onto Bonnie here, it's actually a pain in the butt.
Because of that right there, people.
Yeah. One problem is the joints tend to pop off whenever I want to try to do anything. But his hands are actually kind of tight when you're trying to insert the... Well, that was easy.
Actually, his hands look just like Freddy's.
Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same as Freddy's.
Yeah, for the mic.
So. But you definitely heard the snap in there. And maybe it's just loosened... Alright, I guess it's loosened up since I've been messing around with it a little bit. Initially, though, when I was trying to put it into his hand, maybe it'll show off a little bit better on here. Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. It was really, really tight fit. You just kind of have to work your way into the fingers here. But putting it into the other hand, which the other thing I noticed too is doing this, it's kind of messing up the paint job a little bit.
It'll get damaged for sure.
Yeah, it's warping the plastic a little bit doing this. So just a little bit of a heads up on that. But God, I just want him to hold it like a normal person. There we go. He's playing his guitar now. And that's all we freaking need is some sweet licks and melodies. Which overall is a pretty cool accessory, but I wish that the hands were quite as constrained as they are on this guy, because it's definitely causing some damage to the guitar, which is a bit unsightly.
Actually, Steve, I'm going to be honest with you. That's probably the best accessory that comes with all of them.
Well, yeah, which is the funny thing, too, is the guitar is actually really, really cool. I'd say Mr. Cupcake.
It looks cool.
It's probably the best accessory, which when we get to the Chica review.
Yeah, but to me, like, the guitar just looks way better and bigger. And
yeah, it's definitely the most flashy accessory out of the lot.
That's the word I was looking for.
Alright, so a closer look at Bonnie's details. Head sculpt's actually really awesome on this, which makes me happy, because Bonnie's actually my favorite character in this series. Other than, I'd say, Toy Chica, because boobs. But anyways, moving on.
I've never seen Toy Chica, so I don't know.
You never play Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
No.
With Lillian?
No.
Yeah, there's Toy Chica's in that one.
Really?
She also has a cupcake. She's trying to entice you with it. But bringing it back around to Bonnie here, where the head sculpt is sort of reminiscent to, for Freddy, except for, like, the ears aren't setting off to the side. Actually, hold on a second. You can see here for the heads, it's pretty much the exact same shape, other than the teeth are slightly different. But the primary difference is just Bonnie has his little bunny ears, Freddy has his little teddy bears and his top hat. But there's like a little bit of difference between the figures where the teeth aren't quite the same as
the chin.
Yeah, the chin isn't really as predominant, where he doesn't have that little dimple right there. But for the most part, it's in the same veins, and also doesn't have the eyebrows too, or like a key feature.
Hey, but he has a peace sign for ears though. It looks cool.
Oh yeah, I love his ears. His ears are actually pretty sweet too, where you can even see the wiring for the animatronic coming in through the back of the flops there, which is really cool. His eyes are done very nicely with purple irises and a little bit of black here eyelinering for his eyelids, which looks really cool. A little black button nose. Again, no jaw articulation, so there's that black plastic section on the inside of his mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah, boo. Really wish these things were articulated in the mouth. With the red bow tie, literally exact same as Freddy's here, with a light purple shading for his belly, same with the front section of his mouth, with some dark purple here for the rest of his body, and his little bunny tail.
I didn't even notice that. That's kind of cool.
Flipping adorable. What's really cool too about the paint job is they use a lot of excess paint on sporadic parts of the body. So you'll see that there's some dark purple, but there's also a little bit of light purple kind of sprung about here and there, where the paint job is kind of coming through on the undersection of the, what I like to call like the foam padding that you would see on the animatronic. Gives it that appearance, which is really awesome. And it gives a little bit more wear to it. You can definitely see on the front section of the stomach here. And then for shoulder pads, don't stand out quite as bad as Freddy's, but they do stick out a little bit though, where they're not quite the same shade as purple as the rest of the body here. But still look pretty good overall. And then for his legs are literally the exact same as what we have at Freddy's.
That's
Nothing
not
different.
True. They're a different color, man.
Yeah, so pretty much it's only the color. Same with the arms, literally the exact same. Pretty much the body too. They just kind of added the tail, called it a day.
That's kind of sad now when you think about it.
Yeah, but toys, they got to make money. So easiest way to do that is just be able to reuse a lot of the same molds from different figures. And then for his articulation, his head can rotate all the way around. Can look up about that far, down about that far. Arms can rotate all the way around. It's a little bit stiff on this guy though. And then at his elbow also has a rotation, has a bend at the elbow. Shoulders can go out about that far, inwards about that far. Forgot to do that one. Hands can rotate all the way around. No articulation at the waist. His legs can go outwards about that far, inwards about that far. Has a little bit of a forward kick. Darn it.
No back kick.
Darn it. Okay, so again, not a whole lot of motion there. For his knees, can bend that far back, that far forward. Have
come off easily.
A rotation at the knee. And nothing at the feet. Moving on. So for a quick comparison, here we have the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie compared next to his bandmates with Freddy and Chica. And here he is compared next to the Funko Golden Freddy and Foxy.
And for some other quick comparisons, here is Bonnie next to the World Nintendo's Metroid. And Metroid?
Samus Aran.
No, that's Metroid. I have the game. It says Metroid.
God. And here is compared next to the Funko Plushie Bonnie, which actually have different eyes, because his are more in a purple shade and his are more pinkish.
So which one's
Weird.
real, Steve?
Yeah. So overall, the Funko Five Nights at Freddy's Bonnie figure, I actually like it in the end. Again, just like Freddy, its articulations could be more to desired. And on ours, the joints are pretty stiff, which makes that problem of the joints popping off a little bit more predominant on that figure. But the details are still really nice, like the accessory, even though on ours too, again, hands really tight, so starting to damage the guitar a little bit. Actually, now that I think about it, he has a little more problems than most everybody else we have.
Yeah, he
but
does.
For $12, still a pretty cool figure in the end.
This guy's the one where you're going to have to be careful with. You should not mess with him a lot. Definitely with that guitar, especially for you, Steve. You just put it in there once, man, and just leave him alone, you know?
Yeah, especially maybe even when putting in the guitar, I'd recommend using a hairdryer.
Yeah, heat it up a little bit.
Heat it up a little bit so you can get it in there and hopefully won't have as much issues with the paint as I have. But again, for the $12 price tag, I still recommend you guys pick up the Bunny animatronic for your collection today. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Five Nights at Freddy's Funko Bonnie? What's your favorite Five Nights at Freddy's video game? Or is Metroid just more your thing? Please let us know in the comments. Look closer picture of this guy on Facebook. You want to click the link in the description below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today, and see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.